Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and miscellaneous. It's time for more pack openings. Last time we opened packs of Born of the Gods, and we found, I don't know, we got a Whelming Wave. I don't think it's worth anything. Great for Commander, though. Yeah, I'm one of those Commander players, so sometimes when I get shit pulls, I'm still happy about it because they're cards I didn't have, and they're cards that I find very useful. But let's get into battle for Zendikar, shall we? Maybe we'll get lucky and get an expedition. Wouldn't that be neat? Yeah, that's not going to happen, I don't think, but it's alright. Do you play during Battle for Zendikar era? I know it's still standard legal, so there's probably a lot more you can tell me about stuff in this that you like. Alright, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this stuff so I know to keep doing it. Here's a giant mantis. He can block flyers. This is a great card. Anticipate. Very, very good card. I was surprised they reprinted it, but I was like, yay, they reprinted it. Mindraker. Some of the Eldrazi are processors. Also, this set features Eldrazi, but I can talk more about them later. The processors will, like, take cards that you've put into exile from your opponent's side, and they'll put them in the opponent's graveyard, and it causes some effect to go off. This one makes opponents discard cards. Other Eldrazi will do things like when it hits a player, exile the top card of their library, stuff like that. So that's how you get them into exile in the first place. Territorial Baloth. You play a land, he gets bigger. Kozilek Sentinel. He's devoid. That was an Eldrazi mechanic. It means it has no color. Inspired Charge. That's a fun combat trick. Undo Champion. Allies were also a thing. And here's some more Minotaurs, because why not? But allies will generally trigger when you play more allies. And then, like, any creature you have with Rally, their effect goes off. Like this guy. Whenever you play him or another ally, creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. McKindy Slide Runner. This has landfall also. This is actually a really good card. McKindy Slide Runner. Very, very powerful in the right deck. Gideon's Reproach. Lifespring Druid. Uncommons. It's a Scythe Leopard. Oh yeah, he's just like the McKindy Slide Runner. So you can make a landfall deck pretty easy. Grove Tender Druids. That generates plants when you make more allies. Carrier Thrall. He makes Eldrazi Scions. They're tokens that generate mana. And our rare is a Smoldering Marsh, and I'm pretty okay with that, because I like these things a lot. I don't know if you call these fast lands, or what do you call them, but battle lands, maybe? It counts as a swamp and as a mountain. It taps for both black and red, but it'll enter the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands, which is not really that hard to do. So if you have 2 swamps, 2 mountains, or a swamp and a mountain out, you're fine. And there's a mountain. Zendikar also featured Full Art Land, which was sweet. And what's that? That's a 3/1 elemental token. What was your favorite card at a Battle for Zendikar? I like asking questions like that. I thought Battle for Zendikar made a lot of great cards, and a lot of great cards for Commander, so I was pretty fond of Battle for Zendikar. Culling Drone. Like this guy here, he has Ingest. That's how you get the processor ability to go off, because he'll exile cards. Giant Mantis. Anticipate. Nettle Drone. Yeah, he can untap a lot, so he can do a lot of damage over time. This is an ally. It doesn't have an ally trigger, but if you have mana to dump into it later, it makes all your dudes bigger, and if it comes into play, anything you have out with Rally will trigger off of this card. Natural Connections. Tightening Coils. Eldrazi Devastator. This is just a common. It's an 8 mana cost, 8/9 trampler. Drafting this set was weird, and I liked it. Demon's Grasp. Looming Spires. I like these, because these Zendikar lands, when they came into play tap, but they would cause an effect to go off. This gives a creature +1/+1 at first strike. Plated Crusher. Pretty simple creature, isn't it? But 7/6 trample hexproof is hard to deal with in draft. The retreats are all good. I like the white one a lot, actually. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, you get a 1/1 white core ally creature token, or creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. Play lots of lands, make your dudes huge. Dampening Pulse. Just makes your opponent's stuff weaker. And our rare is a mythic, actually. Akum Firebird. I like him. It's a Phoenix for 4 mana. It's a 3/3. It attacks every turn if it can. And as landfall, when a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2 red and 4 or 6 converted mana. If you do, return Akum Firebird from the graveyard to the battlefield. So like the Phoenix, it will constantly rise from the dead as long as you can play lands. It's a really fun card. There's a Swamp. Full Art Swamp. And that's an Eldrazi Scion for all those things that we're saying make an Eldrazi Scion token. That's what they look like. You can sack them and get mana. Mana. Anything you liked in there? Would you like to see more of this? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below and all that fun jazz. And until next time, we'll be doing Oath of the Gatewatch. So Dottie saying, bye-bye.